Hey guys, in this video I'll be comparing two versions of Chris Bumstead, the 2022 Classic Physique Olympia and the 2024 Open Prague Pro. 2022 was, in my opinion, Chris's ultimate version in the Classic division. However, can his final and biggest version from the 2024 Prague rival it? Let me know in the comments down below which version you prefer, and leave a like and sub if you guys enjoy these videos. With that all being said though, let's get into this comparison. Alright, the front double is the first pose, and immediately you might be able to notice a glaring disparity between the angles of these two versions. For 2022, the video footage was taken at a higher angle compared to 2024, which can distort your perception of things. Irrespective of the sizing though, you can notice that 2024's arms are far more symmetrical because his left bicep has healed, and his outer quad sweeps are fuller and rounder. That said, 2022 isn't that far off, presenting his best combination of fullness and conditioning, the former even rivaling that of the open version. I will say that Chris's added pop to the legs in 2024, along with his more symmetrical upper body, leaves less room for critique compared to 2022. However, his conditioning wasn't really as crisp. I'd probably go with 2024 here, mainly due to the upper body symmetry and the lower body fullness. However, there is no denying that his conditioning in 2022 was better. Now, in the front lat spread, the angles really favor Chris's open physique. His lats look filled out and incredibly bulbous, whereas in 2022 they almost appear uncharacteristically small. Although this may be attributed to the difference in hand positioning on the torso, the lats themselves are not drastically different, since we saw that in the last pose, where the lats basically looked identical in size and sweep. Apart from this, everything looks really one-to-one between the 2 years, with 2022 really matching the chest, arm, and delt fullness of 2024. Again, 2024 may have slightly fuller outer sweeps and inner thighs, the latter noticeable in the lack of gap between the legs. However, this is traded in for deeper separation loss. Had the angles been the same, I think my eyes would gravitate towards his 2022 package. However, as it is, 2024 stands out more. Although I was thoroughly impressed with Chris's open version at the 2024 Prague, 2022 does expose the sacrifices he had to make to come in bigger and fuller. Look at the differences in the side leg details, for instance. Chris is by no means bad in 2024. However, 2022 takes the cake when it comes to dryness and a deep separation. Now, is Chris fuller in 2024? Definitely, especially in the hamstring and mid-quad. However, he's not nearly as razor sharp. Upper body-wise, both look virtually the same, with 2024 possibly being a tad bit fuller in the chest. However, any differences in detail or size is pretty negligible. So because there really isn't a difference in size or fullness overall, I would go with 2022 for the superior conditioning and detail. There really was something special about that year for Chris, and so far in this comparison, I think we really are seeing that. The rear double is a really interesting pose because Chris looks to have significantly regressed in the back compared to 2022. Now, I'm not sure if this is due to an inaccuracy in posing, or if he actually lost width. However, in 2024, it does look as if he's squeezing his shoulders in the attempt to create the illusion of width. This really isn't a good look though, because 2022 appears just as dense in the back, while having those trademark wide lats that just pop out. This, combined with the superior lower body conditioning, especially seen in the glutes, leads to a win for 2022, hands down. I mean, 2024 isn't even substantially better in the arms or shoulders to warrant any sort of argument for the win, and I guess really the only upside would be the better positioned arms for 2024, but that even alone isn't really significant enough, so 2022 wins this one easily. The twisting rear double is one of those take-home poses for Chris against really anyone. He has a perfect structure for it, and his wide, thick back presents very nicely. When it comes to these two versions, I think that 2022 does everything about the same, or a bit better than 2024. He had far more impressive conditioning in the arms and glutes, identical size overall, and a drier, grainier look to him all around. This should really be no surprise though, because I'm sure Chris took his 4th Olympia win more seriously than a post-Olympia, pre-retirement open show. That said, it is very commendable that he looked so good at his final show, even when not taking it entirely seriously. However, the difference between the two versions when it comes to dedication is very clear when comparing their condition. The conventional ab and thigh was never the craziest shot for Chris, since he's not the widest guy out there, and never really had the best crunched down midsection. That said, he does have some underrated areas like his serratus and obliques, which are shredded and razor sharp in both years. Now, his abs were never the most developed or present in this pose, especially the lower portion. However, in 2022, his abs are more flush, whereas in 2024, they somewhat spill over in the lower half. Now, looking at the quads, it is obvious that 2024 has fuller sweep and better teardrop definition and overall size. However, the conditioning and attention to detail in 2022 is ridiculous. I mean, look at the middle quad head for 2022. You can literally see cross striations in them. Now, the vacuum is definitely the better choice for Chris in the ab and thigh because nobody can pull this shot off better than him. He's got the structure, the shape, and really everything in both, which are undeniably impressive regardless of if he's got a bit more pop or a touch more definition. Similar statements can be said here as were said in the crunched variation, with 2024 having rounder, bubblier quads, whereas 2022 has deeper cuts, seen in the quads and the hip flexors. For the crunched version, I would probably give it to 2022. However, the added pop for the 2024 stands out more in this variation, so I would go with 2024 here. The last pose, the most muscular, has always been a surprisingly good shot for Chris. Considering that he is basically a classic guy in both shows, especially the open one, he presents some rather impressive, almost open-like characteristics. His shoulders are really what jump out at you, for 2022 specifically, with the hand positioning creating the illusion of those boulder shoulders and incredibly full and wide arms. The top-tier conditioning is really like the icing on top, with the chest and quads being dug out and separated to a T. 2024 is good as well, don't get me wrong, however, I don't really like his posing execution, which ultimately detracts from the impressiveness. That said, the crab most muscular for Chris's open version really shines in this variation, presenting some crazy detail all over and striking muscularity. His traps and delts are really what stand out to me the most here, and his arms and legs definitely are very solid. Sure, his arms could be bigger and his legs could be a bit more dug out, however, they look very respectable nonetheless, and the quads really don't play a big role here. Now, 2022 looks good once again, and would win in the general condition and intricate detail. However, 2024's presentation really takes the cake in my opinion. So guys, that about does it for this video. Personally, I think that 2022 still has the better, best all-around package. However, 2024 really does look good and was arguably his fullest and freakiest version to date. Do let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this comparison, and I will see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.